Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and time for another cleanse update. I haven't done one in a few days now. I know I was pretty on track about doing them every day for a while, but sometimes I just need to take a break. I get really tired after a long day of all sorts of things, whether it's work or personal stuff, and some days I'm just either not in the mood or don't have the energy to do a video. So I apologize for those of you who have been looking forward to them, but I hope that has not brought your own cleanse off track or resulted in any lack of inspiration, because my aim is always to inspire you. As far as how I've been doing with things, you just saw a little montage of some food I've been eating some great things. Food is super easy for me. I'll admit I had a couple tiny pieces, so probably just like one little chunk of dark chocolate that had some sugar in it. It's a long story, but yeah, I had some of that. And I didn't really notice a huge difference. It satisfied the craving that I had. So food's been on track. I have been a big slacker, speaking of energy, about exercising. I do walk at least 30 minutes a day, just back and forth, going to public transportation, walking the dog, all, various things going on, running errands, all of that. But I need to get back on track as far as the running goes or the hiking and all of that. But I'm sure you can understand that it's challenging. If you're leading a busy lifestyle or exerting a lot of energy, mental or physical, it's easy to get off track on these things. Even now, I'm just wiped. I've been working all day, I still have more work to do. I just finished making dinner, got guests visiting in town, and I've got all these things on my mind, so it's a lot. And sometimes you just have to give yourself a break, and something's got to give. My biggest thing lately is trying to stay super focused. That is a huge goal of mine. I have a very hard time staying focused on a lot of things. My mind ends up going to 1,000 places, and I'm constantly trying to multitask. And I'm trying to bring that back all together. And part of that has also been with this cleanse. There have kind of been days where I've skipped over aspects of the cleanse, and I know it's not about perfection, but I think that I am going to end up going back and revisiting a lot of the tools that Chris Carr recommends in the Crazy Sexy Diet book. I actually haven't read it from front to cover since I first got this book, so I have been meaning to do that. So that's a couple things. Well, let's talk about the days that I haven't gone over yet. Last day that I recorded a video is on day 15, so day 16, it was a very short one actually. It was all about taking adventures, granting yourself the wisdom to see beyond your boundaries, and just being open to the world. There was also a really great section on traveling written by actress Emily Deschanel. So that was interesting, but none of that really surprised me personally, but I think those are really good tips in there, so I recommend reading that when you have a chance. Day 17 was about paying attention to, or finding out what needs more attention in your life, and for me personally, like I said, I need to be more focused, I need to be more patient, and I definitely need to meditate more, which is another thing I haven't done in days. Things like what could you take off your plate that would allow you more time. For me, sometimes that means, not doing these videos every day, unfortunately. Focusing on loving words about yourself and encouraging yourself. Remembering that obstacles are opportunities in disguise and recognizing when that's the case. Accepting and loving yourself, believing in yourself. There's actually a suggestion to go get a new haircut or do something that you could kind of use to subtly reinvent yourself, what's going to make you feel good and look good. And then there's a really great tip in here about giving your stomach a belly rub. Lying on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, applying a moderate pressure and slowly rub in a circular clockwise motion. Start on your right side, then work across your belly, under your rib cage, and down your left side. Repeat several times. This can really help get your digestion going if your stomach's upset or you have gas or bloating or something like that. Rubbing your belly will really help. I love today's tips, and this is another thing to put on my to-do list, is vision boards. I don't know if you've ever made one before, but they're really phenomenal. They can help focus your intentions so that you can manifest your desires. So what you do here, hold on, I'm reading this over, is you can either do this digitally or physically. You can cut out pictures of things from magazines. You can cut up words, you can write words, anything you can find and put it onto a poster board, or make like a digital montage using some sort of photo program. You can even use a word processor to do this. And it's basically things that are inspiring and kind of help you move forward towards your goals. And this actually has really worked wonders for me. I did it a couple years ago when I was kind of having a low period in my life. My love life was frustrating. I felt stagnant in a lot of areas of my life. There are actually things that I couldn't afford at the time, and I wished that I had more money for it. And I'm trying to remember what else. I think those were the main things. And so I collected all these images over time off the internet. And then I used my Photoshop skills, but again, you don't have to have those to make this sort of thing. And I put together this montage of images, and I put it on the background desktop for my desktop of my computer. So every day when I came to my computer, I saw these images, and every day they were there. Even if I wasn't directly looking at them, they were there. And lo and behold, creepily enough, some of the craziest things started to happen. You can call it coincidence. If you don't believe in that sort of stuff, so be it, but I felt like that everyday reminder, that visual reminder, even when it was going into my subconscious, I was working towards it. Creepiest thing, I think, was when I met Owen, actually. He actually fit into a lot of the things that sometimes even literally, there were moments that we had that were literally mirrors of some of the pictures I put on there, which was crazy. And I'm trying to remember what else. I know there was a couple other weird things. Like I said, it's been years, but really amazing things started to happen. It's kind of like The Secret. I think that's where I learned it from originally. I don't know if you ever read that book or watched that movie, but it's all about just visualization. And I think that's a huge thing. In fact, there was a section here where Chris Carr talks about how she wanted to get on Oprah, and she put that on her vision board and kept thinking about it, and 4 years later it happened. So you never know, it's worth a shot. The prayer for the day is wipe my eyes, help me see the prosperity and grab the opportunity. Affirmation is what I wish for is on its way. God pod maintenance, belly dance, go to Zumba class, take up a fencing or Taekwondo. Shake it up. Oh, and are you flossing? A healthy mouth equals a healthy body. It's true. And the tip is be French. Yes, you read that right. French women eat small portions. They don't supersize their lives. Leave room for creativity by leaving room in your tummy. Eat slowly when you know you're full. Eat slowly, know when you're full, and then close up shop. Great words. Chewing 20 times really helps slow yourself down, and putting your fork down really helps. Having a conversation while you're eating with friends or something, that can help as well. Taking deep breaths, all of that. So that's the wrap up for today. I've been talking, time just flies anyways. I always look forward to reading your stories and your comments. I have also been so busy that I've barely been able to check up on the Google groups. So I hope all of you in there are doing well. And for those of you who are just starting your cleanse now or haven't checked it out yet, that's definitely worth it. And of course, you can click the links below in the description field to go to my website, ecovegangal.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, Google+, Tumblr, Instagram, and Pinterest. Thanks so much for watching as always, and I will do my best to make a video tomorrow because we only have a few more days left of the cleanse, believe it or not. 3 days. Insane. I personally am going to continue going and use all of this advice for as long as I can, if not permanently, because a lot of this stuff really should be a part of your daily life. But I do look forward to splurging on a little sugar and gluten every now and then. There are a few things that I have missed. So they're okay to have, a couple times a month or whatever. All right, see you later.